Okay guys, this is Mike with Our Oklahoma Life, and we got our driveway done and our pad done, and we are very happy, very satisfied. One step closer to our dream house. So I'm gonna put a couple pictures or a couple of short videos of the driveway and the pad, and then a time-lapse video of them doing it, and then we'll get into the numbers. If you want to find out how much it costs, stick around. Okay guys, this is our driveway from the road in front of our property, and it comes up here. There's my ratty old truck, and the driveway comes up here, and that's the pad. 200 feet long, 60 feet wide. It'll house everything we need. We had quite a bit of fill dirt brought in, especially down at that end there. And a little bit thicker on that end. Alright guys, this is a video on our dirt work, our excavation work, our driveway and our pad, and how much that cost. Now we're going kind of big because we're 500 feet off the road. We're building 2 buildings and a huge water tank, so our pad is bigger than most. Our driveway is longer than most. There's a reason when you drive through the country you see most of the houses built close to the road. It's because the utilities are cheaper. It's cheaper to run it 100 feet, 70 feet than it is to run it 500 feet, believe me. And cheaper to put in driveways, all that kind of stuff. So we, like I said, we had a pad put in. It's 200 by 60 and a driveway that's just under 500 feet. I think it's 480. Driveway is 12 inches thick with base material. We are not putting the gravel down. We're going to do like a limestone grayish type gravel. We're not putting that down until after the construction. The trucks are just going to push it into the ground, so and mess it all up. So we're not going to do that after the construction, grade out the base material, and then put the gravel on top of it so it looks nice for when we move in. Our pad is minimum 24 inches thick, and that works out for us because this is really rocky soil. About, you know, you can only dig down about 12 inches before you start hitting rock. So it works out so our plumber can put the rough-in plumbing in the base material under the slab. So that works out, and obviously in a couple places it's thicker. Down there it's about 4 feet. Down here it's about 2.5, 3 feet, where the land sloped off. So anyways, the price. The price of this was a little steep, I thought, in the beginning. Somebody pointed out to me, oh, it seems fair, you have a lot of square footage, and it is fair. We paid just under $25,000, and I was out here the first day when they were clearing and laying down base material and everything, and honestly, it would have taken me a month or two to do it, and renting equipment. Equipment's not cheap. It's usually, if I had to rent a bulldozer, I don't even know how much that is. Probably $300, $400, $500 a day. So I think it would have added up, and maybe not the whole 25, but close to it. And I don't know what I'm doing. So our excavator, Chris Holland, he owns Holland Lumber and Feed in Tallahassee, and he did an excellent job. He was in and out of here in 3 days, and that's including a half a day he didn't work because it rained. So he did an excellent job. He had, you know, all the right equipment: bulldozer, skid steer, 2 dump trucks, you know, employees. So, you know, when you calculate all that in, you know, he had the expertise. He got it done in 3 days. It was worth it, the $25,000, because clearing this by hand would have taken me forever, and then having to rent equipment, bulldozer, whatever, and then having to have base material brought in. I mean, that's not cheap by itself. I mean, I never thought we'd have to. I thought we had 40 acres. We got all the dirt we need, but I don't have the right kind of dirt. So we had to bring in base material, and that was, I want to say, $280 or $290 a load, and we had to have 110 loads brought in. But our driveway's solid, our pad is solid. We're not going to have to, you know, redo it anytime in the near future, I hope. So that was the cost of our driveway and pad, and like I said, we're doing more than most people because we're, you know, 500 feet from the road, and we had no cleared land at all. Well, I mean, we do have some sparse areas, and nothing's level. Our land is just rolling, and it's rocks. It took him a good, I think he charged us 18 hours of machine time, and that was only $110 an hour. But I'm pretty sure he spent a day and a half on the machine, and then of course on the machine spreading everything out, packing it in. He packed it in with a roller on his Bobcat, big old heavy steel roller, and so it's all packed in. It's been rained on once, so it should be pretty set, and that's it. You know, it's going to be different in your area. Rock's going to be different. You may want to go with the gravel right off the bat. We didn't want to spend the money on gravel and then have it all pushed all over the place, pushed in the ground, whatever, by the, you know, the concrete trucks, all the construction equipment. So we're going to do that afterwards. And like I said, I couldn't have done this even if I had the equipment available to me. It would have taken me at least a few weeks, probably, and to get it level. Chris got it level. He used the transit to get all, you know, all the different points on the pad level. He made our driveway kind of curvy so it looks nice. I really didn't want a straight in driveway, but the driveway looks nice. I'm going to get around to getting some winter grass seed and planting that on both sides of the driveway all the way up and down, even though there's a lot of rocks and stuff I'm going to have to take out later. I just want something to hold the soil in so it doesn't wash away. And that's about it. I did get some time-lapse of it. I need to work on my time-lapse settings a little bit more. It's really fast, so I need to take more time-lapse. I only have it set for 1 minute, so I need to take more shots probably every 20-30 seconds while we have work done out here. I'm going to do another time-lapse when they're putting up the buildings. Our builder is still at least a month and a half out, so we have to wait, you know, until they put up the buildings. I'm hoping if they can start in a month and a half, we'll be dried in by the end of the year for sure. And we're going to build an apartment in the shop, and me and my son are going to live there and finish the house. So anyways, that's how much it costs for us to have our dirt work done. And honestly, after I saw what went into it and how long it took, how long it took them, and all the trips they made with the base material and everything, it was worth it. I think if I had to rent the equipment, I would have been at least that, maybe more. So clearing, I probably could have cleared myself, but it would have taken me a good month at least working on it every day. And I'm an old guy and I don't move that fast anymore. He went over it with the dozer and just pushed everything over. Then he raked out all the, he's got these big old teeth on his bulldozer, raked out all the roots from underneath our pad and from underneath the driveway. So hopefully nothing's going to grow up through there because he raked up all the roots. Nothing will decay under there and sink because he took out all the stumps and the roots. So anyways, that's it. Hope you enjoy the time lapse and hope you got some information out of this. My next video will probably be on putting up gates. We haven't had anybody, it looks like we haven't had anybody come up here, but neighbors are nosy, and we've had tons of neighbors stopping and asking us, hey, did you buy this? You moving in? You building a house? Yes. But they all want to come up and see what we're building at. And right now we just have 2 stakes and a string going across with some tape on it, but it doesn't look like anybody's been up here. I can't tell for sure because there's so many ways to get in here with an ATV. So anyways, I hope you got some information out of that, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.